you got a lot of jobs to do here aside from like zoning out Donut. Just keep your eyes open for those arrows. I think that's a #1 priority for Ben Things.
Wait, no.
Gold
No!
lane.
Yes, is this what I think it is? Is Cram doing his best Oreshi impression?
Whoa.
Interesting.
He switched it up.
Huh.
Interesting.
All right. Again,
That's
only a new team or only rookies will be able to pull off a switcheroo like this, and do it just literally a few days before the playoff ends.
Yeah.
Season ends.
Archangel versus AP Sports. How about it?
It's good stuff.
How about it? We're about to find out. Another look at the lineups here from NXPE EVOS and TNC. Again, we all know the math. We know what's at stake. Let's get into the Land of Dawn. Without further ado, game #1. First game of the first series in day 2 of the final week in Season 9. Look at how many folks are here in the purple buff of NXPE EVOS.
Big switcheroo. Again, calling out these bushes, getting ready. Is going to be Cadenza. And slow it down a little bit, but yeah, I think this switch up gonna be a big. Oh my God,
That was close.
That was really close.
Almost taking it.
No, that would have been just salt in the wound. You're a Karina with a Demon Slayer, and now SDZYZ cannot save his orange buff. Cadenza with the perfect ejector, delaying the Ling.
Yeah, but to balance it out, SD actually got the Lethal Wanderer there, but now you're gonna see Ben Things might be helping out SDZYZ a little bit more because, yeah, it's still going to be a delayed link against a Karina. First turtle will most definitely go to the side of NXPE.
Ejector onto Escalera. Arrow from El Piso missing by an inch. Now, SD going for his purple. And I'm not sure if he sees MP the King from this angle. But that is going to be a threat. Let's see Demon Slayer versus Demon Slayer. Who got it?
I think both of them have purple.
No!
Oh wait,
SD doesn't have it.
didn't have
SD
it.
held back on the retribution.
Oh my
Didn't
gosh.
pop it.
Or did it like pop off in the right?
Cadenza sets up from the shadows. Ejector on the Cram. Barely a fifth of his health in. NXPE EVOS, they're so calculated here, so cunning.
That is true, but I really love TNC though. They're really quick. Swapperino actually makes the Selena, it neuters the Selena's performance in the early game.
Yeah.
That Koopa is going to be blocking a lot of those arrows, giving Escalera a better time in the mid.
That's why it was a smart adjustment to rock that Popple and Koopa into the mid lane. You're gonna want to match the vision capabilities that a Selena can give. And now NXPE, as expected, they're going to be getting a free turtle, but TNC immediately are going to have their eyes set on the gold lane of Donut.
Donut in trouble. Visited by 4. Giving over the turtle to NXPE EVOS. MP the King takes it, but can Donut survive? Answers no. First blood goes over to Ben Things. El Piso on the response. Shields up by Escalera. Koopa saves him. Free kill for TNC.
A very methodical push as well, or drive as well. Bot lane though going to be immediately answered. I mean, I guess that's a turtle and a kill for NXPE. They kind of got ahead there a little bit, but the gold's still relatively even.
Yeah. And you can see NXPE's hunger to get that single game. The magic number for them is 17 points. They're sitting at 16, doing everything they can. But TNC, they also don't want to go down without a fight. They want to get into the top 2 spot here. And we are seeing glimpses of that from both NXPE. Very methodical, like this one.
Cadenza in the Western River Bush. Throwing out an arrow. El Piso. It's a 3v2 situation. Make that a 4v2. Cram and Yasuo staying the course. Arrow thrown out. Ben Things. That's a 3.5 second stun. The artillery a little too late.
Yep. At least TNC are not going to be, immediately assassinated here. What the flicker in though?
Wow. El Piso out of nowhere. Ben Things thought he was safe.
Who does that? The man. El Piso's really, really nasty on the Selena, man.
The El Piso, another one maybe.
Oh, here comes SD. Can he get the punish? Indeed he does. SD. Interestingly enough, under 5 minutes. You ever see a Ling do that? Just come on down. It's like, I'm not done farming, but let me take one down.
That's a punch for a punch. And you can only do that if you have like a lot of confidence with your team's communications when everyone's accounted for.
True.
And you know your cooldown. So good stuff there for TNC and SD. Again, getting very critical kills, catching up to the XP of MP the King.
Great reaction time as well for Escalera. The reason they were able to get that kill onto El Piso was because he got the knockup off in time. Second turtle of the game. Who will get it?
Cadenza here in trouble, gets taken down even before the Numenon Blast pops. Then Mr. Blades knocking up the half dragon in Cram's way. Sagitno didn't even get a minute to respond there. MP the King in trouble. The immunity can only go so far. SDZYZ taking him down, making this turtle a free one for TNC. Second going over to them. 5-2 now.
Man, they actually really needed that. In a straight-up retribution fight, SD would have had the disadvantage. TNC really needed that team win before they could get the big objective. They got it, and things are working out. 1.68 goal lead for TNC.
And now NXP needs to slow down the pace just a little bit. Even though those pickoffs from the arrows or an initiation coming in from the jawhead might look good, they're gonna need to play it smart here. And as TNC are slowly taking control of the map, first third of the game destroyed by them. Great rotations by TNC, focusing on the gold lane of NXPE.
Cadenza gets caught by a trap and they collapse down onto the jawhead. Yasuo knocking him out. Who'd have thunk that he's got this in him? Tempest of Blades up. Cram with the Black Dragon form once more. Donut gonna retreat. Not a fight he can take here. Here comes Sagitno. Jeff Subang in your building. Escalera flickering on back. And they disengage. Wow, TNC, they're now in the driver's seat.
Yep, absolutely. NXPE is reeling from that. Again, Donut not really in any position to do damage yet. The rest of NXPE are actually still on farm mode. Sagitno's been trying to get in a few good knockups in the Dragon form, but TNC's just not falling for it at all.
Yeah, they're responding really well right now. NXPE's donut is still in the oven. Needs a little bit more time to finish bacon right now. And TNC, I just said it, the reason why NXPE lost a lot there is because Cadenza looked like he was so eager to get that pickoff. And then immediately TNC were ready to respond with a rotation coming in from Yasuo.
Oh, the Numenon Blast charging up, they didn't see it! Gets two in the stun! Can they finish the job? Ejector away. Oh, just barely able to retreat, but they will take this tier 1 in mid.
That's what I really like though about NXT's lineup. Yeah, you could hit us with a full charged Numenon Blast, but we have tankiness survive. MP the King on the Karina has the immunity to get out of harm's way. And again, it's going to take a lot more than that to take down the members of NXPE at this point.
Ah, this hurts for NXPE. 3 turrets broken already before 7 minutes. Cadenza finds a pickoff.
Oh no, Escalera in trouble. Kupacum not gonna save him this time. NXPE with the punish. All this while, interestingly enough, TNC lets go of this third turtle. They're taking their time. And just now, SD gets it. He's on the scene. El Piso throws out an arrow. MP the King gonna take the small camp first. Turtle still above half health. Let's see, Cram going into the Black Dragon form. Sagitno answers back. It's 2 dragons.
Oh.
They're dancing around. It's like it's the early 2000s. We're playing Snake. SD takes it back though. Last turtle going over to TNC.
Yeah, just like that show, Double Dragons from the 90s or something like that.
It's an arcade game.
I forgot. Is that arcade?
In the
yeah,
80s,
there
I
you go.
guess.
80s. Sorry. All right. So,
I heard from my older brother.
well, I'm sure, I'm sure, Leo.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I heard just now from my older casters.
There you go. So NXPE, obviously, they have some answers, right? They have the built-in tankiness to survive some of these early skirmishes,
Yeah.
but, you know, TNC seems to be getting ahead in terms of scaling overall.
Whoa, look at that jump shimmy earlier by SD and Sagitno. If I'm not mistaken, that gold crab actually was secured by SDZYZ.
Yeah, no, it's these small takes by SD elsewhere and these huge objectives by Escalera and Ben Things, you know, setting it up with the Numenon Blast. That's put TNC now about 4,000 gold ahead, under 9 minutes. And to think, SD was behind to start.
He was like behind that by 3 to 2 levels at some point. And I really love the recovery here for TNC. And again, they can't win straight up team fights, so what do? They do it on the sides. They do it where you don't expect it.
Yeah, they started with Donut, and now they have started to bear down on Sagitno's lane. Jumping in, and the knock-up! It's crazy! Sagitno answers back! This is how he copes with it. I'm gonna turn to a Black Dragon. I'm chasing him! Oh, man! That was so cool.
And the visuals of this game.
I'm sorry, I just have to mark out about it.
Yeah.
2 dragons, bro.
It is.
2 dragons. Did MP the King take his purple? Oh, denied.
Oh,
He
man.
doesn't have it.
That is massive, actually.
Yeah.
It's gonna slow down TNC so much, especially when in these big time team fights. And Lord is coming up in a few seconds.
That's
It's
massive.
up. It's up. It's up. And oh man, TNC, they're circling around it like sharks.
I'm really glad, Rockhart, you got to drop the analysis, because when I saw those 2 dragons, all the analysis left my brain.
It really does. It's so distracting, isn't it?
The
You
only thing I can think is, wow, that's really cool.
All right.
just watch them. They're so graceful.
Wait.
Yeah.
This is one of the few times NXPE EVOS won the fight against the Valentina.
Yeah.
Look at Cram. He took the abyssal form. He took the abyssal form.
Going on arrow
Blast
spree.
set in. Cadenza
arrow.
just barely skipping it. Flicker used up already by the jawhead. Arrow thrown out. Yasuo catches it. But TNC does secure the Lord here. 6-3. Where's his firepower from Yasuo coming from? He pops Cadenza. It's a man down for NXPE EVOS, and now they have to defend.
Yeah, that's a high-end drive working up its procs. And again, we haven't actually seen NXPE do any focus on Yasuo. So he is just so primed and ready to attack those punches. And NXPE are not ready to receive.
Yeah, the donut's still baking. Donut barely could get any farm in this game. It's a 7.2k gold lead as we head into the 11th minute of the match. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Why Paquito could have been a great option for NXPE, but TNC smelled it. They took it away. Now they're rocking it as the gold laner. And yes, all the damage, all that firepower. Paquito with the Nux already has Malefic Roar. No wonder why. His most recent item pickup after that clash was the Brute Force Breastplate, so he already had his 3 main damage items.
Bro, Yasuo is playing like Mark Munoz from the UFC, bro. He's got dynamite in his hands.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. One more item, he's fully locked in, and NXPE are gonna feel it.
Look at this. He's going man-to-man against MP down bottom. Cram sets up a boundary so that they can threaten to take on the inhibitor up top. Mid is their only safe haven, but no! Eventually, TNC gets it!
Woo, spicy.
Oh, boy. So right now, it's all gonna be for NXPE's holding power. And does this lineup have any potential to defend, though? They're very tanky on the team fights, but other than that, their AoE is a little limited.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem later on.
They have abysmal wave clear.
This is a lineup built for team fighting and pickoff, and let's see if they can find one right now.
Conceal play. They spot out Ben
The
Things.
trap.
Dashes on out of there. He does eat a trap, slowing him down, but it's to no avail.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, he's cleaning house. They take away his orange, and they give it over to Yasuo.
I actually completely understand the need to do that for NXPE despite being behind, because at this point, what are you going to do? You're just going to stand there and take the punches? No, you try to go in and sneak a sucker punch in there somewhere.
Very true. That is what teams behind will try to do if they have their conceal. Interesting thing to note about Escalera's Popol and Koopa support, it's built like a tank. So this is still a 2-tank setup for TNC. It's sort of like a weird marriage between the Echo playstyle and the NXP signature of the XP lane Valentina.
It's beautiful and it's disgusting at the same time. It's
Yeah.
a
It really
throwback
is.
to the past seasons wherein you see a mid-lane Popol and Koopa. It's a throwback to when Popol and Koopa was a roamer and where it's mid-money. And that's where you're seeing this 8K gold lead! Cram pops El Piso. SD goes ahead and eats that donut. And now the answer back. 2 dragons on the field, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a drill. 2 dragons. Down goes MP the King. Knocked out by Yasuo. And that's 2 men left to get the win. Cadenza, they can't defend. They can't contest, not at the same time.
Speaking
TNC making a beeline for that Luminous Lord.
Speaking of money, man, cash in whoever bet on Yasuo to get that punch in. That boxing match just went one-sided.
Oh my goodness, TNC. They already have their playoffs slot, but they're telling NXP, we're sorry, we want the top 2 spot as well. Not letting on. And let's look at that instant replay. It came out of nowhere. Conceal! Woo! And Yasuo set it up perfectly. As you said, Rockhard, the knockback served it up for TNC to take advantage of.
Haymakers landing left and right here. And again, MP the King doesn't really have the survivability to actually answer that.
Yo, I just noticed now again that there's only so much you can see when it's in the heat of things, but that was a two-pronged attack.
Yeah,
That was an angle set up by Yasuo and Bentings.
It was beautiful. Yasuo set it up with the people's Yasuo.
Invisible Dragon by Cram. Sagito answering back. He can't save his bottom lane inhibitor. That's next play EVOS circling around their base. It's the only main objective they have left. No man down just yet, but TNC circling around. They smell blood.
I feel so bad for Elpiza right now. Can't really catch a break.
Overhead blast by Bentings. Euro sidestep. Yasuo coming in, going into the healing platform. He pays the price. Donut shuts him down. The punish. Sagitno, he's burning, he's feeling it. The base at less than half health. Can Escalera force it? The answer is yes, because TNC is going to take game 1.
One step closer to that 2-0 that they really need here to overtake Echo. RSG is pretty good still.
Not yet.
So, not yet, but can they actually do it? Can they take that one? I don't think
This
so, right?
puts them closer. I think they're about a point away from Echo, if I'm not mistaken. But it's not impossible.
Now with, well, yeah, they're right now a point behind. If they win this 2-0, they'll be a point above Echo and a point behind RSG.
And they still have a match tomorrow.